No one ugly allowed. Are you ready? Here we go. Fashion is the art. Designers are the gods. Models play the part of angels in the dark. Which one?
I live in a dream, I want to be seen before this thing eat me. They don't know nothing. No, they don't know nothing. What it's like to be seen through magazines, never feeling real. I'm a camera girl in a camera world. I'm a camera girl. I'm a camera girl in a camera world. I'm a camera girl. I'm a camera girl in a camera world. I'm a camera girl. I'm a camera girl.
Live.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello out there to the beauty, fashion, and wellness land. I want to welcome you all out today to Struked. And you know the infamous question, have you been struck? Today, I have for my special guest none other than Miss Benny. She is the owner of the
Everything is good in spite of
Everything
how
is
everything's
good?
looking. Everything's
Awesome.
actually good, yeah.
Great, great, great. Well, today, for the viewers and listeners out there, it is imperative for me to bring in of all time. It really, really, really matters, and it matters on
And
a
it
whole lot of
forces its
scale.
way back in.
Yeah, it matters on a whole lot of scale because not only physically on the outside, but also wellness on the inside. It really matters. So tell the people who you are, what you do, and let's dive straight into wellness.
Okay, well, that's easy because I am who I am every day and I do wellness every day. So that's easy. My name is Ebony L. Cooper. I am owner of, I love how people use the term CEO of Body by Ebony. I've been certified and running Body by Ebony since 2009. So I just recently made 10 plus years.
Wow, 10.
Mm-hmm.
For some people that can be long and some is not. So for you, 10 years and in your career, in your business as a trainer and wellness coach, for you, how does that weigh in time? Like, is that a long time? Is it just getting started?
Yep. It's just getting started because, if you think about it, how many years recent if you can think, has it been since health and fitness has really been, I hate to say, a craze. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You know what I'm saying? And basically, that's what it is. Now it's, a $1 trillion business.
I get it. I get it. And and for me, physically, when it comes to health, with the outer appearance, I struggle. It's a balance I can't quite, balance it.
And
so
that's
what would be your advice for that?
Well, because I want you to get out of yourself for a second. See, that's the problem you had when you always been pretty. You know what I'm saying? You take it for granted and you think,
Right.
I've never had to work this hard for it.
Right.
Right, but you were young. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things you hadn't been here long enough to experience a lot
Absolutely.
of things. You know what I'm saying? You hadn't been living. You hadn't been doing the things that you have been doing and beating your body up and everything the way you have been. you know, the longer you live, of course, you go down that road, it's going to catch up.
Yes, and it has caught up.
Okay.
For me, it has caught up, and I'm trying to catch it before it run completely off.
Right.
So-
Okay. Well, the beautiful thing about that is you can. The one thing about, you know, about always being, I always have been feeling like you've always been beautiful is that you never feel like you have to work for it, and you really shouldn't ever look at it as a chore. Even now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's basically you maintaining your machine. Your body is a machine.
Absolutely.
You know, except you didn't go down to the car lot and buy you, you know, God.
Right.
Right. So, but, you know, we compromise. We compromise on our machine. This is our machine, right? But we'll go down to the car, compromise it. You tell some. You better not tell me to put no regular gas in him. Now you're not going to miss not one oil change. Have you ever pulled up at the gas station and said, "Ooh, this gas too high. I'm gonna go down the street and put some water and sugar in this tank, and we're gonna keep pushing"? Have you ever said that?
No, I don't think you want to say that. I don't think you want
No.
to put sugar in the tank.
No, but you're gonna pay whatever she called for, whatever that car costs. She'll help you if it's luxury. And if you really like the car you driving, you gonna do it. And you're gonna clean her up. She's gonna be shining all the time. And then we'll pull right out the deep and pour stuff.
To the-
We'll pull right up into a drive-through window. No, don't leave. Don't
No,
leave.
Dr. J, you can't go home.
She make me
Not at
feel
all.
bad.
Not at all. Not at all.
Right, but you'll
You
compromise
are the
your body.
fabulous.
And see, if we was, you know, the thing about it is we're God-made machines. If we were man-made machines, we'd be F-O-R-D,
Come on, girl.
found on road dead.
Now,
Right.
you know something? That's a great perspective. And the crazy thing about it is even knowing that, it's still so hard. Like, it's
Watch
For-
the
for-
words that come out your mouth. Watch the word. If you keep
True,
saying
because
it's so
we are-
hard,
we
it's
are-
gonna stay hard.
we are life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So
Okay.
you're absolutely
Stop
absolutely
saying
right.
it's hard, but it's not hard. But I tell you,
It's challenging.
right? Okay.
Well, I say challenging.
And it is. Let me tell you, because the stuff that you're currently putting in your machine is keeping you fogged.
Right.
Okay, it's keeping you fogged. So I can understand why you would think something would be difficult, hard, or challenging.
Right.
Right, because it's keeping you fogged, but it's made to do that. I'm able to keep going back on it. Right.
Why is it so expensive to live and eat?
It's not expensive at all.
I feel like it's expensive.
Yeah, because you're buying a whole bunch of other junk. That's why it's expensive, because
Just
you're not
straight
used
to
to
the
buying the
point.
stuff you
Just
don't
the-
want. You know what I'm saying? Because you have been processed to think, I don't want this for whatever reason. It's too expensive, it's nasty, or whatever in your mind that keeps you from wanting to buy it. You've already had that perception.
Programmed in your
right.
mind.
Exactly.
And it really is programmed in my
Uh-huh.
mind. It's like, okay, well, I can go and purchase. And I think there's a lot of people out here that probably can relate to me. That I don't have but XY budgeted for my intake or for food or what say. And it's almost it's a struggle to say, well, I'm going to get this because it's much cheaper than I have this left for this, that, and third, versus saying, oh, well, I'm going to go ahead on and spend this $30, $40 here and eat and give my body what it's supposed to have.
If you go on back to that good old book, because they tell you, if you want to know how.
It's all in the book.
Right. We over here trying to reinvent the wheel, and he done already told you what to do. You see what I'm saying?
I get it. I get it.
Right,
I
right.
get
So
it.
if you want to know, Dr. J, if you want to know how something works, you go back to the manufacturer. So now,
Okay.
after you go
The
back,
manufacturer.
right?
Yeah.
So after you go get that car, and it start tripping on you, you going right back up to that dealership.
Like Nate said, I keep trying to hide my, you see, I keep trying to hide my rolls on the suck in. Look at me. But speaking of book and
Okay.
good book,
Oh, yeah, no, left
I
it.
think that book correct. There's
Yes.
Let's
And
talk
I
about the
got
book.
two more on the board.
Okay, let's talk about the book.
The Detox.
The book is The Detox. So when you say the detox, for most people, I think detoxing is just
Sounds like a lot of work. All right.
the detox is a lot of work. And
It's not though.
so explain to me and the viewers and the listeners what detoxing entails. What can be detox? What are you detoxing?
You
What
can
need to be detoxed?
Well, of course, everything needs to be. People have gotten, because we don't know, maybe people go for the colon for whatever reason. They think I need to go, so they go for colonics. But, that's just your colon. You have so many other moving components, so many organs that get full of toxins, right? So every day, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, we're taking toxins in, whether we do it on purpose or not. Okay, so basically your lifestyle should be on getting that out. And I have a saying that I tell people, you don't detox to retox.
Oh, wow.
You don't to detox.
Yeah, I like that.
Right. So you go, you can control, of course, what you're putting in that's toxic. But, what you can't control, that's involuntary, that's something totally different. But anything else, you need to be, working on a daily basis to get those things out of your system, which should really be through the food you're eating. Your food is your fuel and your medicine. So if you eat and you crash, that was not the proper fuel in your tank.
Yeah, because I know I do that quite a bit.
A bit.
Yeah, I go and eat and lay on down. It's over with.
It's over with. And wrong answer.
Yeah.
Right. You look like you passed all your tests in school. I don't get it.
That's that knowing what to do and just won't do. The stubborn part of it, I guess.
Rebellion.
Being rebellious. Absolutely. And as a race, we are rebellious. Yeah, we are very rebellious.
Do you know how often I hear somebody say, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that. But run up in the doctor and he tell you got a few months left. Let me see how quick you going. Right. And then they call it. Then they want to call. And now you can do it all of a sudden. Now, a few months ago, you couldn't do it.
I can't do that.
Never. I can't. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that.
Well,
but
I'm guilty. I have to relate and be honest with my people. I can't, sit here and fake the funk, but I am guilty. I'm guilty, very guilty of that. If it feels like it's strange or it's not supposed to feel like that to me, then I'm one of those. I can't do that. That hurts.
But this is the thing.
That bothers me.
You didn't buck at all when you was consuming what you shouldn't have been consuming, and your body was kicking back then, because your body always gonna tell you. Your body gonna always give you some kind of sign, a flag, or something that say, hey, I did not like that.
That's not supposed to go here.
That's not supposed to happen like that. But because you enjoyed that little, whatever it was, moment, temporary gratification, I guess. Right.
Yeah, because some, lemon pepper wings here and there it's kind of like my favorite. So
here and there, until you up in a ER here and there.
So them lemon pepper wings is kind of.
Are they worth it?
Are they worth it?
Right. Like talking about,
not in the long run.
I done heard about you. Now I done seen you get rid of friends quicker than that. So come on, bro. And now you got a problem with getting rid of some food. Let's talk about this. This is where the counselor session really starts.
Well, I will say for the viewers out there, let me let you all know that Ebony Cooper, CEO and owner of Bodies by Ebony, I have to take my hat off to her and kudos to her, because I've seen what she can do. I've heard the testimonies. But for me, as people say, it's the seeing for me, because I've seen it. And, although I'm physically in the state that I am right now, she has helped me numerous of times. See, like now I'm ready to get back to it. So this is really my intervention. So
thank you, Dr.
I'm using this interview for my intervention and for my viewers and followers and fans out there. So y'all are helping me at this moment with my intervention.
She gonna make me go home and increase my 2 push-ups to 4. I'm gonna do 4 push-ups now.
Yeah, right.
So now you're gonna do 4. Well, Dr. J, that's better than nothing. At least you're doing 4. I'll walk right by
my first
push-ups.
request would be,
hey, y'all.
But see, that's easy. That sounds good to say. It sounds good to say, I worked out today. or I went to the gym, because a lot of people say they just go to the gym because they ain't working out. Trust me.
Yeah, they viewing.
Right.
They going looking.
Or I have a personal trainer. It sounds real good to say that.
Right.
But after we get through with that 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour,
do
and you go home and you feed your face something like it wasn't there. Okay, like your face wasn't part of the workout. You see what I'm saying? What are we doing?
I
You
thought
going?
I just left my cookie in the, in the car. I'm glad I did. She made me throw my cookie
Now
away.
and you saying that, Dr. J, it's funny, but it's so serious because if I get a phone call or a text from Ebony, or even if I'm somewhere and I text or call her, there's just like today, prior to my lunch, I was like, well, today gonna be my cheat day. It's like whenever I think of her, because I know what I should be doing and what I could do, it's like a whooping. It's like a whipping for me. It's like a whipping. So today when I talked to her prior to the show today, I was like, well, I'm going to go to lunch and we're going to, I think I want to have me some red beans and rice. I immediately said, this is going to be my cheat day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I immediately said, this is going to be my cheat day. And I can kind of hear how she got quiet, kind of like, cheat day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I've been cheating all along.
I cheat day. We ain't got no room for cheating. We cheating. We got no room for cheating. You ain't no room for cheating.
No room for cheating.
No room for cheating. So you have to work up to that, and then by the time you're to that point, you don't even want it. It's not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like growing up. Our parents, especially our mothers, always knew when we had 4 friends.
4. Right.
4. FAUX 4.
4.
No, not real. Right. So, and she was like, that's not your friend. That's not your friends. But we was like, there's nothing that she could have told you about that one friend. And that friend wasn't no good for you.
Right. Absolutely.
That same friend your mom was telling you, it wasn't no good. Your mom telling you get rid of.
And you steady running, calling,
until
talking.
you ran your head into a wall.
Brick.
Right, there it is. So.
Kaboom. Right,
that's how your food can be. It's not your friend. You can like it. You can be a true friend to it.
But
yeah,
it's
real
not
faithful.
good for you.
It don't care anything for you.
Yeah, it's true. And I can get rid of them real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't take them but one time.
Right.
one
That's
time.
what I'm talking about. But then you keep giving this food a chance.
You're right. Absolutely.
Right.
Wellness is important. It's a lifestyle.
It's
correct?
in the self-care. Anything that you want to do or trying to do, it stems from within. What you get out of what you put into your body is what you're going to get out of it. Right.
Right.
If you put junk into your car, that's what you're going to get out of it. If you put junk into a relationship, that's what you're going to get out of it.
It's all about what you put into.
All right, that's what you're going to get out of it. And they'll tell you that, and if you're going somewhere that's feeding your spirit, honey, they would tell you, watch what you're looking at, listening to, who you're talking, having conversations with, who you're telling your business to, who business you listening to.
Right.
Same thing. It
Absolutely.
all has effects on
Cause
you.
and effect. Cause and
Don't
effect.
preach then.
Okay.
Cause and effect. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, like I said, this is truly an intervention for me. Dr. J, thank you for being here in this intervention.
Right.
I'm thankful for the viewers and followers at this moment. I won't break down during this intervention. I'll wait till after to break down. I have to hold myself up. So, Ebony, tell everyone where they could purchase the book. Your book entitled The Detox.
Mm-hmm. It is on Amazon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you all hear that. Check out The Detox. It is a book of detoxification for your body, and it is located on Amazon. And I know a lot of y'all have the Amazon Prime. Is that what it's called?
Honey, let me tell you something. I love me some Amazon.
So I want you all out there to check that out, The Detox.
Or you can go to bodybyebony.com.
And you can also go to bodybyebony.com. So we have some live viewers.
Got some questions?
Make comments saying great information. Great information. Have any questions out there for Ebony or for Just gonna give out some things that I know, a few ways that can ruin your skin, and it's also harmful to our health as well. Since we're on our wellness kick for today,
We're
one
gonna
of the
change
main...
that struck. It's no longer a wellness kick.
Oh, it's not a kick.
No, we trying to make this a lifestyle.
Okay, it's a
a
lifestyle. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's wellness lifestyle. Yeah, it is a lifestyle. Lifestyle. We have to live it.
That's right.
There we go.
We're
Gotcha.
choosing life.
So I have to be careful with my choice of wording.
Hello.
Cause yeah, I get thrown off, honey. But definitely smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking is something that is detrimental to not only your health, but to, in my profession, your skin, and a lot of people don't realize it, but hair as well. So from aspect, the don'ts of smoking, the ins
don'ts.
and outs. Yeah, because some
The
people don't think that
don't do it.
Why
Don't
not? What does it do to your
don't
health?
do well. First off, now it's no fun when you can't breathe.
Absolutely.
Okay, so so imagine the chemical that's in a cigarette that can pass your lungs. Okay, so now it's coming out everywhere through your skin, through your organs, and
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
It's gonna come out some kind of way, right? Whether it's your skin, your teeth, your hair, one of your organs. It's going to come out.
The intake of that is just, it's similar to the sugar, water in the gas tank, So I do get that because people say the same thing. Oh, it's just a little bit. It's just a little chocolate. Oh, I just smoked one cigarette today.
That's the thing about it, just a little bit and yada, 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 until it's no longer up to you. I just had this conversation the other day. You don't have a choice. You don't get to say when your body say, "Hey, I'm tired."
Mm-hmm.
You don't get a chance to say, "Today is the day," or "Let me put this off another week," before it has taken all the strain from the smoking, the red meat, the alcohol, and everything. I can't wait till next week. You don't get that choice. So today is the day that you might take that one sip, smoke, or whatever, and then you're on the floor. You don't know.
You just don't know.
You just don't know. Because, we are God-made machines. Now, you'd probably be expected if it was a car. You count it down? Yeah, they ain't gonna drive much longer.
Yeah, I can go.
Yeah,
I can go another 2 miles.
I can.
It'll put 2 times, and we still going extra miles. Right.
Because you've been going so hard on the fact that you have not been fueling yourself properly for all this time, and you've been getting up every day, going to work or doing whatever you do all day, going home, going to sleep, and getting back up. Whether it's a good sleep or not, you get back up and you do the same thing again. So you think you rolling.
Right. Absolutely.
No, you blessed.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
what about those funny cigarettes? You talking about God. He made marijuana, and
what
it's
kind
from
of cigarette?
the funny cigarettes.
Funny
cigarettes. Marijuana,
They make you laugh.
weed. What else? Pot. What other names they call
Herb.
it? Herb. It's from the earth.
It's from the earth.
I like
We
to
should
say
be taken
herbal.
from the earth. We should be taken from the earth.
So is it okay to smoke the earth?
And wellness. How does that work?
Well, I tell you what, as long as it is pure and it come from the earth, I'll sign off on it. Now, if y'all start mixing things up and putting stuff on it and spraying with the stuff, then I'm out of there.
It becomes a whole nother something.
Yes, it
It's
comes
no
a
longer-
whole, right.
it's
And then
just
now
like-
you go, you might as well take that spray can and just spray it and inhale it.
Got you.
Okay. You still have to consider what you're taking in, regardless.
Right.
Right.
And another thing, the sun. Sun is good for us, but it also can be bad for your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of African American people don't realize or don't ever think of it because it's skin cancers from too much sun is very, very rare in, African American community because of the melanin that's in our skin. However, the sun is important for vitamin D because your skin needs vitamin D. Vitamin D is vital to your wellness as well.
And
But
your bones and
absolutely. But too much of that sun can also cause skin issues and skin cancers, all type of
I don't think
skin disorders.
I don't think
So-
that it's the sun, the actual sun.
You think
I
it's the
think
chemicals
I
plus
think
the
it's
sun?
whatever chemical that they may be putting on. Like it's just some things. It's like some things that we have been using all of our life, Dr. J, and you know what I'm talking about because they used to use it for everything, and it's the worst thing you could use. I ain't gonna say call nobody name. But it's the worst thing you can use. But your natural butters and your oils are what you should be protecting your skin with.
Right.
Just like if we were from actually, of course we were born here in the United States, but if we were actually born over there, we would probably be using those things from the land to nurture our bodies and our skin and our hair and everything, like coconut oil. We probably just go break a coconut and do whatever we know
need to be done.
Right. Coconut oil is a fantastic protector.
It is.
Yes.
Actually is. Coconut oil is a really great protective. Olive oil is a great protective. And on episode 1, we had that discussion too, Dr. J, if you remember, about some of the protective oils and some good oils for, organic and
Right.
natural oils that's great for your skin and your wellness and your,
Become a
well-being.
label reader with everything, with your food, with the things that you're putting on topical on your skin as well. Just see what's in it. Because if
Absolutely.
you don't realize what it is, if you don't recognize it, your body not gonna recognize it either.
Right. And it just, your body, when it intake those toxins, and then the issue comes in fighting it off. Your body trying to get rid of
Right.
those that have embedded, through
Now
your
it comes
skin.
up as a pain,
Right.
all right, or
Absolutely.
a boil or something unattractive or something, a fever or something because your body. But then you have to realize, do your part. You're not giving your body what it needs
What
to
it
constantly to fight off. Right.
Right. And that's why I like to, with my clients, I like to advise them to, if they're not, at some point, always see a dermatologist. See a skin doctor, someone who can observe and diagnose, certain things with your skin, because you want to be careful, like we said earlier, of those toxins that we put in, because those toxins, not only will they affect your skin in the long run, but it also affects you and your wellness and your well-being. So yes, that's something to discuss. One other thing I think I wanted to bring up is lack of sleep when it comes to wellness, and I definitely know what it does to the skin. But explain to our people, a little bit more about that lack of sleep.
Rest. Rest is definitely part of the program. If you call me today and you set up a consultation, that'll be the first step. And when I give you all the things you need to be doing, rest is going to be on that list. Okay? So when you go, it's the reason why sleep and rest was designed. When you go to sleep, when you lay down at night, your body should be going into rest and recovery. Yours probably don't do that because you probably just ate before you lay down.
I'm telling you now.
Right.
I don't know if it's digesting, chopping it
It's
down.
still
I don't know
working.
what's going on.
It's still working.
I don't know what's going
It's still
on.
working. You putting too much pressure.
But mentally, I'm out of here. I don't know what this body doing.
Sometimes you might. Sometimes you may not.
Yeah, because I do. In you saying that, I do see the difference at times. Because sleep can become irritable. It's almost
You wonder why you can't rest?
insomnia diagnosis. For yourself. You're just irritable. Can't really sleep. Can't get comfortable. And for you, your flesh has been satisfied. With what you wanted as far as the foods that you've eaten, but
spirit saying
now
not
you
so
can't
much.
rest. you can't get that lack of. I mean, you can't get the proper rest that you need.
Which is very important. And I say this to just like the food. You know what I'm saying? It's nutrition
Right.
for your body. It's just like people with kids. Why would you send your kid to school hungry and expect them to
Function
operate
properly.
right?
Right.
Why would you do that, or why would you give them something that's not nutrition, that's not meant to feed their brain? You know, something that's gonna something that's gonna give them a real spike. Don't get them in trouble at school. They're gonna be asleep by lunch. They're gonna wake up again, eat lunch again, and go right back to sleep. And they're gonna come home today and say, "What you learned today? I can tell you what I ate."
I can't tell you what I learned.
Right. I can tell you what I ate today. That's
Well,
it.
You know, once again, I'm going to relate to some of the people out there. I was once one of those students.
Okay.
What did I learn?
What if they come home and say, I learned how to do the busted challenge?
Well, you know what? In 2016 to now, most of them are not telling you they learn how to do the busted challenge. They're showing you
This is what I learned today.
The busted
So
challenge.
is that a good form of exercise?
If you can keep it up for 45 minutes and break a sweat, I'll sign off.
So that'll become cardio.
Yes, that'll become cardio, right.
So busted becomes cardio.
Hey.
Cardio.
Hey, you know what
Absolutely.
kind of knees you need for that?
It'd be motivating
The
to lose some weight.
Megan the Stallion knees.
Uh-oh.
Baby.
Uh-uh.
Can I borrow those, Megan? If you're listening or someone happen to hear this one day, can I borrow those?
And her knees.
Yes, let me borrow yours for just a little while.
You know what to do to get
Just a
your knees
little-
back on. Stop putting so much pressure on yourselves, your minds, and your bodies, people. It's easy. God didn't wait till 2,000 years later for us to figure it out. We would have been dead as a whole human race if it was up to us. He gave you what you needed. He created your food before he created you. Vegetation,
Absolutely correct.
right. He gave you what you needed.
Absolutely.
Right, so all of a sudden you think all this stuff in cans and boxes is the way to go. If it's processed foods, you don't need it. It's real simple. We should be taking things in as close as the way God made it as possible.
Absolutely. So, I was speaking to a gentleman the other day, and he was telling me about a diet, a specific diet, called carnivore diet. It didn't sound, it just something sounded weird about it, but at the same time, it was kind of convincing a little bit in how it was working for maybe him and his needs. What do you think about that as a wellness coach and trainer?
Tell me
a
about
carnivore
it.
Diet.
Tell me about it.
Well,
I know what it sounds like, but tell me about
the conversation was he eats meat. Just strictly eat meat. Strictly eat meat. And I asked about, what about your vegetables and your leafy, your greenery, and stuff that you should intake?
See, they just named it something different, but a vegetable should be added because that's a lot of protein. And anytime you increase your protein, you definitely must increase your fiber because protein is going to constipate you. So I don't know if this guy is working out a lot, but it still wouldn't last at all. So eventually, he gonna run into a serious brick wall, whether both weight and health wise.
Wow, interesting. Because now his physical appearance is amazing. Honestly, it's amazing. I'm like, what's going on here? What you doing? And he said carnivore, and I instantly,
Right.
that was a kind of no, because carnivore for me gonna be
Right.
destruction.
I know you don't want to ask too many questions, but I would ask him when the last time he had a bowel movement.
Destruction.
Because he.
Because that matters. I mean,
But
it matters. That's
what?
part
Yeah.
of wellness. That's part of
all
your
of that,
body
and I'm talking
detox.
about all of that meat, because everything is energy, which we didn't have this conversation before on prior
Right.
scale. Everything is energy. So just think about the meat you eat. Say because I used to be a steak lover. I used to eat them 20 ounce, baby. I used to love a good old steak.
I've
But
never
just
been a steak
think,
eater,
but just think about, you don't know First of all, the government tries to control the farming and agriculture to the point where it's almost they make it where they can't even continue to make it healthy for us. They try to control it to that point. So imagine we know that a cow or whatever animal, which habitat they should live in, right? Or how they should roam or graze to be organic, okay, what they should be eating. But really, if we're not there on their farm every day, we don't know what they're feeding these people. We don't know what kind of life or death these animals have lived or died, okay? So with everything being energy, whatever trauma that animal took on, guess who now taking it on? You are. Exactly. That's why I can go to a restaurant and if somebody ain't got the right energy, you can keep it. Because I'm not going to make myself sick eating it. Everything is...
See, that is why... This is what I wanted for this podcast. This is what I wanted. Because we say beauty. We say fashion. We say wellness. But it's something that you just said that triggered, that lets me know it is way deeper than just the words that we spew out. Mm-hmm. Dr. J, if you follow me on that, it's way deeper than just the words that we spew out. We say wellness, but how deep does wellness go? Mm-hmm. How deep does that go?
To the core.
Just as deep as spiritually being transformed. You know, that affects your wellness. Mm-hmm. Wow.
And in fact, even going through a spiritual awakening myself, I am called to eat clean. You know what I'm saying? But I also know when I notice, it's easier for me to hear God clearly. In meditation, I know exactly what he's saying to me. Because I'm not all clouded up with a whole bunch of processed stuff that my body shouldn't even be processed or trying to process no way.
Because you, in meditation, you so bogged down and in discomfort, your body was trying to break down and deal with all of this. Right. I'm not going to say impossible, but it's close to being impossible to even meditate and be able to hear as clear as you
still going to come back out of it a little dazed and a little confused, still wondering if this is the right guidance that, you know, did you even hear him correctly?
Ooh, that thing can get deep, kind of. Ooh, it can get deep. That wellness thing can get deep.
What? That's where it starts with the self-care. And it stems out into whatever else you're doing in your life, your work life, your relationships, everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I just want to add to that. Beauty and fashion industry, we cannot leave out wellness. And it's so important that even today, I have a better sound respect for my own motto. You know, it seems like God keeps on elevating just my motto. You know, he keeps feeding me different things from my motto, which everyone knows. If you don't know, it's more than the stroke of a brush. It's a ministry. And I didn't understand it at first completely, but as I mature spiritually and as I mature in my career and profession, I get it. I keep getting it. I keep getting it. Like this day has been, I was joking about the intervention, but it really has been an intervention and food for my soul. You know, it was my hopes that I put something out here for to hear and see and get, but in a wider spectrum, it was for me. I have to think about my wellness. I have to get myself together too.
Yeah.
Before there comes time I can do it, I can be able to.
Well, honey, let me tell you something. You better be getting it for yourself.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it's good to get the information out. I'm saying, but until a person is ready for whatever reason, and it's different reasons for everybody. But until they are ready, you just shooting it out to the wind.
Just out in the atmosphere.
Right.
Well, I mean, I would rather it be out in the atmosphere than, you know, just held on somewhere. Maybe it'll hit a boom.
Yeah, they
Except
always gonna come back to it. It's gonna come back
Include
to it. It's gonna come.
Right,
They're gonna
include
definitely come
me.
back to it. It's good to
Right,
have it
right.
out there because at some point, because whenever you read it, get the information, whether it's today or a month from now, a year from now, it's gonna be your time to get it. Now, what you do with it is
It's up to
something
you.
right.
That's a choice that you have to make.
Exactly.
What you definitely do
Now,
with
what
it.
you do with it is something. Like Jay, I've given people tons of free information, and they didn't put no respect on it until I charged them for it. Same information.
Ain't that so?
The same information.
Spit it to you free.
Gave
But you
all
don't
them.
you don't believe it to well, you know. I grew up around a bunch of real people, and you know I've always been older than I am. So, as you say, bought sense
It
is
is
the
the
best
best
sense.
sense,
You know,
right.
that was one of those terms and phrases that I used to hear all the time. And as I got older, I understood what bought sense means.
You lead a horse of water, but can't make it.
I'm
make it
telling you
run.
now, that's the only time you really understand it, I believe. When you
When
pay
it hit you in
for
the
it.
pocket, When it hit you in your pocket,
When
then
you pay
then
for
ain't
it and
right.
pay for it, but you have to pay for it dearly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't pay for it dearly, it's just like throwing in the air, running
Yeah,
up
if you
on
got it, it's just like a couple of dollars. If
Yeah,
you got
that's
it,
it.
it's all your value. It's the value you put on it.
Yeah, like the
You
song
know,
say.
somebody
you pay
made-
for it.
like
I
I
got
had-
it. What is it? How it go?
But ain't
Some I pay for it. I got it. How the song go?
Oh,
Dr.
Yeah,
J,
you
you don't
got
know?
it.
Huh?
T.I. song.
Yeah, how it go?
If I got it, you got it.
Yeah, you know how they say that stuff, you know. I'm an old soul child. I don't,
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I forgets. I forgets. Well, y'all, I just want to thank Ebony Cooper for sitting in as one of my guests today. I must have you back.
For sure.
I must have you back because I don't think that we could discuss or talk about wellness enough.
Facts. All right.
Here today, you know, we may hear it today, go through one ear after the other, may need to hear it again. So
I'll come back.
I would love to definitely have you back on Struked by Jay Structure and let the people know where to find your book, The Detox, and where they could contact you.
.bodybyebony.com. You can also find the book, The Detox Healing, on Amazon as well as bodybyebony.com or thedetoxhealing.com. Personal trainer, wellness coach. I do wellness sessions as well. If you know, and that's where we actually talk about what you should be doing this week. We'll talk about exercise. And normally my wellness are my older people. You know, that might need to make some changes for health reasons or whatever to keep them just a little active, you know, every day or a few times a week. But with that, we'll just meet once a week and we'll talk about what you should be doing this week and, you know, and so on. Personal training sessions, group sessions, couple sessions, life coaching sessions. So, bodyby.com, I am there.
Y'all hear it from herself now. That's bodybyebony.com. And, you know, for my viewers out there, not listeners, because you can't see, but for the viewers who can see, I'm a little round, sitting here in this stool.
Won't
I
y'all
want y'all to
make
pay
a
attention. No, we're not gonna do that now. I already knew what that was going to go. No.
I think we ought to make it a
Let me
challenge.
turn the
I
music
think
on.
we ought to make a challenge.
Let me turn the music
A
on.
challenge. But you know, I might need that.
Yeah.
That might need to be part of this intervention. Dr. J, you want to do the challenge? You want to take
You
the challenge?
attach some money to it. That'll motivate me even
Well,
more.
We should do the challenge. Think we should do a
Okay,
challenge? What
let's
you
do
think,
it.
Dr. J? Think we should do a full challenge? Or should we just really come up with a good plan and challenge for me and maybe some viewers
and
out
some
there, and then we
viewers.
come back
And we had to check in.
and give it
would
to
be
'em.
so
Yeah.
strange.
Let's do that, and then we might can put a get a couple of sponsors. We can put a monetary price on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
let's do
we'll
that.
talk about that. We'll come back with that.
Yeah.
We'll come back with that. Yeah, we're not gonna do that
It's
right
the
now.
perfect time, getting ready for the summer.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I get a lot of calls from people trying to get started to work on their summer body.
Well, you know, and I think that's why you're probably my first guest. You know,
I should.
you know he works in mysterious ways
won't
because
even-
you know I plan on being body out. Ain't that what it called for the
Yada, yada, yada.
body out? Yada yada yada. Yeah.
Okay,
I plan on being body out for Lordy Lordy.
Okay.
Look who's turning 40.
Oh, okay.
And this is the year. So,
Okay. So we got to August.
so you know, I have some months. So we're gonna do a challenge. Put a challenge in. We'll put together a challenge. And I want everyone to stay tuned to my Facebook page. We'll put the challenge together.
Let's do a
and
challenge.
we'll start rolling with the challenge. What you think, Dr. J? We can do that.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. So, Ebony, I'm gonna let you put the challenge together now. But now,
What?
think about what you're doing.
I am. I'm thinking
Think
about
about what you're doing to me.
Dr. J, you participating in the challenge?
Yes.
We're gonna do
Okay.
this
How
thing.
many viewers want to participate in the challenge?
Well, I think what we'll do is we're gonna just shoot it out there to them, and
Okay.
then we'll put together some type of
Yeah, we'll put it
incentive
together.
in the end
Right.
for that who takes this ride and journey with us.
Okay, honey.
Do a sign up thing. Cool beans, cool. Wow, well, this has been really, really great and interesting. I want to thank you all for tuning in on today. Thank you, Ebony, for being here. I'm gonna thank you for the challenge ahead of time.
Yeah, it's coming. I have it ready for you by next week.
Thank you for the information. I think
Okay,
it has
here's the
been
deal. You're a
wonderful
personal trainer.
and helpful. Until next time, y'all, have you been struck?
Okay.
I live in a dream. I went to the scene before this thing ate me. They don't know nothing. No, they don't know nothing. What it's like to be seen through
Think about it.
magazines.